Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Charlie Tian, founder of GuruFocus, to discuss an ETF that generates a universe of US-listed securities based on the portfolios of gurus. Charlie, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Hey, Jill, very glad to be here. Thank you for having me here.
And this sounds like a super interesting topic. Tell us about the GFGF, the GuruFocus strategy.
Thank you. As you know, we have been tracking gurus for many years, and we observe that some guru can invest in high quality stocks and beat the market over long term. Based on this, we created a strategy which first we select a universe of stocks from the portfolios of the gurus we track. Then we apply the requirements of the quality and the valuations and select a basket of stocks for the ETF. And we have been observing this strategy for many years, and it has been doing extremely well.
Why did you start GFGF?
A few reasons. First, we got requests from our users. Our users keep asking us, why is this portfolio is doing so well? Why don't you start something that so we can invest in? And that's one reason. A second reason is for myself. I've been investing in the individual stocks in this strategy for many years and my own portfolio. But the problem is that whenever I do rebalance, I have to pay tax, the capital gain tax. But when I convert it into an ETF, it's much more tax efficient. So in this way, I personally benefit a lot from the strategy too.
That's interesting so then you are invested in GFGF. That's interesting. Charlie, can you give us a person or two that is included in the GFGF portfolio? And then do you also have the flexibility to follow other gurus?
Some examples, for instance, Warren Buffett. Of course, he's in another value investor, Chuck Acker. He's also in the gurus of the gurus we track. And a few others too, of course. In principle, we can change the gurus, but actually over the history of this strategy, we rarely make changes to the list of gurus because we want to keep the strategy consistent.
Right, and that makes sense. So how has GFGF performed so far?
So far, it's more or less tracking the SP 500, sometimes outperform a little bit, sometimes underperform a little bit. It's very close. But overall, I think the qualities that we invest is much higher than the average of SP 500. The quality means the profitability and the growth of the companies we invest. And I think over long term, it will do better than the general market, as it has done over the past 16 years, the strategy proved.
All right, Charlie, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you very much, Jill.